So to start off, we're going to put the fire on medium-low, and then we're going to dump the actual butter into the pot. Now, you do not dump all of the ingredients in this pot at one time. You slowly add them one at a time, and then bring them all together. Once the butter is melted is when we add in the rest of the ingredients, which is going to be all of this, the half and half, the sugar, and the salt. Once all of that is added in, while the butter is melting, just doing a little prep work, which have a baking sheet with wax paper. You can do the praline candy in drops, but we're going to lay it out flat and then cut it into squares. So we decided to do it this way. And since we're doing a double batch of the praline candy, we're going to do 3 cups of the granulated sugar. Now that the butter is melted, we will add in the sugar. Stir this in and mix it in with the butter. And yes, that is cops playing in the background, so please ignore that. Okay, now we also have some firmly packed brown sugar, and that is the measurement there. We're going to add this to the butter and sugar mix here. Get it mixed well. Next we add 1 cup and 4 tablespoons of the half and half. Okay, we have that mixed in together. And that is a dash of salt. The base for the candy. So at this point, we're going to stir this together. Notice it's a continual stir, so you can avoid sticking and things like that. And we've increased the temperature to right below high at this point to get the boil going. So at this point I can stop stirring, but I have to still bring it to a boil, and I've clipped on the thermometer onto the pot. Again, the thermometer is clipped onto the side. I'm not sure if you can actually see that, but it's not touching the bottom of the pot. It's just barely in there. And as you can see, it is starting to boil a bit. Once this comes to a rolling boil, as you see it starts to do that right about now, then we're going to lower the temperature back down and have it as a constant boil. So as of right now, it's coming to a rolling boil, but it's not all over yet. Once the whole entire area is a rolling boil, not this part right here, then we're going to lower the temperature. Now at this point, this is a rolling boil all over, so we're going to lower the temperature down. So now it's back on a medium-high setting. And as you see, it's still boiling. You have to stir. And at this point, we're watching the temperature. We need the temperature to get to 239 degrees. So as you see, we're not quite there yet. We're boiling, and we're still stirring in here every now and then. But we're waiting and watching the temperature at this point. So your thermometer is quite important with this whole process. Now another trick or tidbit to this is if you don't have a baker's thermometer such as this, you could actually take a little bit of the candy itself and drop it in water, and if it boils, then that's a soft boil. So there's another little tidbit for you if you don't have a baker's thermometer.
See how it turns out little balls?
And that is the softball test. So if you don't have a thermometer, that's what you're looking for. That's cold water. And just drop that in there. So drop in a little piece of the candy and some water. Wait for it to turn into a ball, and that's your indication. So as of right now, you can see it's actually on the soft boil line. So we're going to give it just another minute or two more. Also, another good indication if you are using a baker's thermometer is do occasionally remove it from clipped to the side of the pot, because you want the actual temperature of the candy itself, not so much the pot. So every now and then unclip it and actually place it directly in the center, and do not touch the bottom of the pot. So as you can see, it's just above the soft boil line at this point in time. So we're actually at our praline consistency that we're looking for.
2 tablespoons of
Vanilla. And at this point the fire is off, and we have to work fast because, as you see, it's moving.
okay, and dump the crumbs in. Spread fast because it's getting hard.
By the way, this smells absolutely awesome. I know I can't, have you guys do the smell thing with me, but hey, when you make it yourself, you'll smell it, if you did it right anyway. Not a big effort to clean it up afterwards, but you do want to do it immediately afterwards because the candy is quite sticky. So as soon as you're done with the main pot that we use, go ahead and drop it in soapy water, and then also go ahead and rinse it and put it away. It just makes the cleanup a whole lot easier for you. And then you're done. As you see, my sink is already empty and my candy is still over there cooling. So within 5 minutes, this is already ready to go. Looking for, as it hardens, is this milky type of cracky look. You see it in there? That's how you know that it's almost completely hardened and ready to be cut. So you see the cracks in there. That's a good thing. So, okay, that's what you're looking for. So if it's undercooked, then it's going to be like a gooey, kind of like a taffy type situation. If it's overcooked, it's going to be like crunchy and hard, and you're going to taste granulates of sugar. Not a good situation. So what we want to do is to have it in the middle, which is, this is a perfect cooked here, as you see. Still a little warm. Still a little warm. We're jumping the gun on cutting it because we want to eat it, but still.
The corner is always the first to be ready, so.